Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we are setting up December in my mom's bullet journal, and this theme might be one of my favorites. I love Christmas and I know not everyone celebrates it, but I received these amazing washi tape sets from eBay and I decided to use them since I don't do any Christmas themes in my journals. So let's take a look at them. eBay releases new tapes very frequently and they have a great range of options. They have many washi tape sets that go well with so many themes and I really love their designs. I have been using their tapes for more than a year, I think, and I really love them. I have so many setups that were made with washi tapes and they all look amazing, including this one. These two sets have 24 washi tapes and they both have gold foil in some of them, which I love, of course, they are my favorites. And they have many sizes. Each set contains 3 rolls of 1 cm, 18 rolls of 1.5 cm, and 3 rolls of 2.5 cm, so plenty to choose from. I've already swatched them in my swatches journal. I use this notebook as a catalog just to know where my stationery comes from when I run out of washi tape, for example. The left page here is for the Christmas Blessings washi tape set. It has more adorable designs and bright colors, and it's more of a fun Christmas theme. The one on the right is the Christmas Wishes washi tape set, and this one is my favorite. It has more muted colors, subtle designs and patterns, and it fits more into the classical Christmas theme with all the reds, deep greens and some dark blue. So if you want to check out eBay, you can use my affiliate link down below, and if you buy something, you can use my code Juliana30 to get 30% off your order. And now for the cover page. In the beginning you saw I had a few swatches on the page already, and that's because I was choosing from the 2 sets of the washi tapes, the ones that would be part of this theme. So my whole idea is making a theme with only washi tapes. And a few gold sparkles, but the main thing is the tapes. So I chose the ones that had more of a pattern to them, like the checkered one in red, the green with the snowflakes and the one with the stripes, to make some sort of a background for this cover page. And usually I wouldn't mix patterns, but I think the overall vibe that I wanted would be more fun with the mix and match of the different patterns and designs. So since they all go into the same color tones, I think they work really well together. I just didn't want to go overboard with the whole idea, so I just chose 8 of them for the whole setup. Then for the title I just did my usual lettering style with this red brush marker, and to make it pop a little more against the colorful background, I just did a little outline with a black fine liner. And this is all in sticker paper to make it easier to stick on top of the tapes, but you can also use the regular paper. The fun thing about this whole idea is that you don't have to only make this theme in the Christmas time. You can choose a few of your washi tapes that go well together, like in the same color tones or the same theme, and do this exact setup just with different washi tapes. Also, I'm writing everything in Portuguese because, as I said in the previous videos, my mom doesn't understand English very well, so I'm just going to translate to you as we go on. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but dezembro means December in English. And then for the quote page, I decided to introduce this cream paper with dots and stars to the theme, just to balance the colors a little more on the spread, since the tapes are really colorful and I wanted something more muted to balance the colors a little. And then in the middle I wrote Feliz Natal, that means Merry Christmas. I'm really happy with how this cover spread is turning out, but before we move on, I'm using these golden sparkles sticker sheets just to sprinkle some of them here and there and give this theme a touch of magic, since for me, Christmas is a really special and magical time of the year. So now that the cover spread is done, we can move on to the calendar, and for this one I didn't want the look of straight lines, I wanted something more dynamic, less rigid, so I decided to just make the lines by hand without a ruler to give that loose vibe. Usually I prefer the look of a straight line, that's why I use my ruler a lot, but for this theme I think it would look better if it was more hand-drawn. Again, I'm using the same black fine liner but in a thicker nib. This one is the 03, just to continue with the color elsewhere, not just on the titles, and it's a neutral color that complements the other bright colors really well. Then on top I decided to use the red brush marker to make the bar for the days of the week, and I'm using the same golden stickers, but these ones are the uppercase letters. If you want anything that I'm using, I'm going to link everything that I can down below with all my discount codes. Then for the decoration I came up with a plan. Since I used 8 washi tapes, I decided to divide them in half, so I'm using 4 of them on the top left corner and 4 of them on the right bottom corner. And I'm following the same patterns as I did on the cover page. So I started with this kinda plate pattern, then the zigzag lines, then the red tape with trees, and so on and so forth. And this is just because I wanted to put them in a specific formation in every spread to make sure I was using all 8 tapes and not forgetting any of them, and also to not repeat a single one. And is this plan that I'm following for the rest of the setup. Then for the other corners I just used the cream paper again and put some sparkles here and there to finish the decoration. Okay, let's move on to the weekly spreads, and I'm doing the same thing I did in my own setup. I decided to do another Dutch door layout. I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, I love Dutch doors. They are so simple and easy to set up and super easy to decorate, and so useful when you don't have a ton of stickers or decoration to last you an entire setup. This way you can put all the weekly spreads together and just decorate once. So that was my situation here. I knew I didn't have enough stickers to last me every spread of this setup, unless I skipped some of them, so I just made the Dutch doors to make my life easier. So basically I just did the typical Dutch door. I cut the pages in width, almost in half, and that's it. I divided each Dutch door in 8 sections, so 7 for the days of the week and 1 extra for notes. And then I used the red marker to write the days, and I used the dot tip on the other end of the marker to make dots where I could put my numbers. But I didn't like it. The black of the fine liner wasn't very visible on the red, and I didn't have enough golden number stickers to cover it up, so I just used these number stickers in green that kinda matched the theme, and I'm covering all those dots. So for the decoration, I'm keeping it very simple. I'm literally going to cover both sides of the spread with washi tapes. Again, in the same formation, 4 on each side, which works wonderfully because the width of the tapes in total are almost the exact size of the space I have for them. This time I didn't put any cream paper or sparkles, just because I think the washi tapes are enough and I wanted to decorate a little different from the calendar spread. So let's continue on to a new spread that I'm going to make for this special month. This is going to be my mom's gift list. Usually me and my mom come up with a list for every person that we have to buy a gift for Christmas, but sometimes she can have a different idea or come up with something that I didn't think about, and she can write it here. Also, she can write the ideas for my own gifts. Who knows? So this one was super quick to set up. I just made a bunch of boxes in different sizes and I made sure I kept some space between them for decoration later. And also I didn't write any names because she can decide which box is for which person. I used the space between the boxes to put washi tapes, and this is the only spread where I put them wherever I thought it would look best. On the corners I put again the cream paper and I'm writing the title on sticker paper again to put it on top. Then of course we have to finish with some sparkles. Next, we have a very familiar spread to those who watch the setup videos in my mom's journal. This spread is both for her monthly expenses and also a brain dump. Starting with the expenses on the left page, I'm making a table as I always do, and I'm dividing it in 3 sections. One for the item, one for the date, and one for the price. This is just a simple way for my mom to track all the expenses of the family in one place. The date keeps it very easy to search for a specific expense if we need some information later on, and the price, of course, to make sure everything's okay. Of course, she can track whatever she likes in here, and if she needs to make a new column or category, she can always tell me. But she's been working really well with this table for the past few months, so for now it stays this way. Now for the brain dump, I'm doing the same kind of thing I did on the cover page. I'm putting the tapes all lined up together on the bottom of the page to create a background, but since this page still needs to be empty for the brain dump, I just filled in all the spaces in between with the remaining tapes instead of putting them all lined up from top to bottom, because that would occupy most of the page and we need that space. And we are moving on to the last spread of this setup and also the last spread of this journal. I can't believe we are setting up December, but oh well. So this one I decided to make it look like a vision board of sorts. I'm just putting the tapes on the middle and I'm writing for 2026. So usually I do a vision board for every year with photos, stickers and things like that. So for my mom, I decided to leave all blank and she can just write or draw anything that she's manifesting for 2026. I'm a huge believer in manifestation. It truly works for me, and my mom really loved this idea when I told her, so I really hope it also happens for her. Also, if she wants to write even more, all the next empty spreads until the end of the book are free for that. And that's it for this setup and journal. It's time for the final flip through. I really loved this theme. I also liked my own, but I think for the first time I prefer the one I did for my mom. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below a Christmas tree emoji if you watched it till the end. Also, let me know which theme you prefer, the winter theme I did for myself or this Christmas theme. And if you want to see a full flip through of both my own bullet journal and my mom's bullet journal, let me know in the comments. I think I'm going to do that for my reading journal anyway, I just don't know when, but keep an eye out for that. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and if you celebrate Christmas, I wish you a happy holiday season. And with that, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!